Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. And if you are new, my name is Danny and I create content on all things clean beauty, green beauty, all that fun stuff. So if you do like green beauty content, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss it when I post new videos. Alright you guys, so in today's video I am going to be doing a full face using Honest Beauty. I am so excited to be trying out these products. I did go ahead and I purchased, tried to get something from each of the categories to really, I said categories really weird. I tried to get something from each of the categories so I could really show you guys a full face. I don't have everything like an eyebrow product or a highlighter or a bronzer, but I have all the other categories. So I'm excited to get into this for you guys, and let's just get right to it. All right, so I've got you all zoomed in, ready to go. You can see all of my lovely acne marks, real nice and bright. But I just want to zoom you in so you guys can really see me applying the products and just see how they sit on the skin and look on the skin. If this is too close, let me know, because I don't know if it's a little too close and just showing you more details than you want to see, but maybe it's also helpful because then you can kind of really see how the products sit on the skin and how they really look, which can be helpful. This is what the product packaging looks like. It's really pretty. I really like how it looks. So I've got quite a few products here. Mascara actually I bought a while ago and I've been using it, and these products I all just recently purchased myself, so they weren't sent to me. That would have been nice because it can get expensive, but I wanted to be able to do a little Honest Beauty one brand tutorial, or just using a full face of their products for you guys, so you guys can really see how they work and look on the skin. So I decided to go ahead and just purchase these products. I got the eyeshadow palette, their foundation, which I'll also use as a concealer because I don't think that they have a concealer. I think they just have the foundation, but that can work as a concealer as well. And then I also got their cream blush and a lip product, and then of course the mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and use all those products for you guys, and let's just have fun and get into this. So I've got my skin all prepped, got it nice and moisturized to be ready for the foundation. And I wanted to make sure that my skin was definitely nice and moisturized before going in with this foundation, just because it is a cream foundation. I do find that cream foundations kind of tend to be a little bit more difficult to kind of spread around the face just because they are thicker. So that's why I want to really make sure my skin is moisturized, although I kind of always do for foundation, just make it go on nice and smooth. But just especially for a cream foundation, just because it is that thicker consistency. So I'm thinking that I might want to try to add in a little bit of a facial oil just to give it some more dewiness, or make it glide onto the skin easier. But I'm just gonna see how it goes, because actually going into it right now, it feels very creamy. It seems like it's just warming up really nicely to the fingers when you get into it. So it does seem really nice and creamy. It's actually creamier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it would be a little bit more difficult to kind of spread around and get the product out, but it seems to just be coming out really nice. I'm just gonna take a brush to start and blend that in and see how it applies. Normally I like to use a sponge, but I just want to see how this works. And actually, I'm just like looking in the mirror behind me. It looks not bad. A lot of the times when I use brushes, it tends to look kind of cakey on my skin, but this isn't looking like too cakey right now. It's looking pretty skin-like. I do kind of still want to see what it looks like with a sponge, just because that is my preferred method. It seems to look the most skin-like when I use that, and kind of also helps to give it a more dewy appearance, I find, which I really like. So right now it's not giving a super lot of coverage, but still some coverage. Then again, I do have some bright marks to cover up. And if you're curious, a lot of the marks on my face are actually not active acne. They are past acne marks. So it is, you know, still easier to cover them up because they are flat rather than big pimples, but that one is a pimple. That's an active pimple, so that one is a little bit harder to cover up, and I have a feeling that it's going to be a little bit difficult to cover that one up. So it looks kind of like a light coverage right now, and I do like how it blends in with the sponge, but it's definitely not getting a super lot of coverage. So I'm definitely going to go in with another layer to build this up. And I'm also going to apply this under my eyes. I'm just going to go in right now and apply this to my under eyes with my fingers. Now, I actually think that I would like how this would look if I just applied it with my fingers over the entire face, but that can be very time consuming, so that's why I want to use either a brush or a sponge. But I actually really like how that looks under the eyes when I use my finger to blend it out. It seems to really cover up that darkness under my eyes. If you are curious, I have the shade Linen. Go over this with a sponge, make sure that is really blended out and doesn't have any finger creases or marks. So I definitely really like how that looks under the eyes. I feel like it looks really nice and skin-like and gives some really nice coverage. Definitely helps to cover up those dark under eyes. I'm just gonna add some extra with my finger to those areas where I want to get some extra coverage and just kind of dab it on, and then let it sit for just a little bit, and then I'll blend it out. Just kind of let it sit on top of it for a second. Is looking a little bit heavy right here. Come in a little bit closer so you guys can see what this looks like. I hope you guys can see. So it does look a little bit, just a little bit heavy or slightly cakey, more so right here. Where I do have a little bit of like some active blemishes right there, so I feel like it's kind of just clinging to that area. Also, it just, I don't know, it just looks a little bit heavy. If you add a facial mist, I'm just going to go in with the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator, and I'm just going to spray this all over my face to try to help to get rid of some of that heaviness. I added a lot. I said a little bit, but I added a lot. But I find that if you go with a facial mist, sometimes when your foundation's looking a little bit heavy, that can definitely help to kind of sheer it out and make it look a little bit more skin-like. Let's dive into this eyeshadow palette. I'm super excited to try out the eyeshadow in here. It looks like there's a lot of fun shades in here. It seems like you can create a lot of nice like neutral looks, but also some of those more fun and bold looks. So this is what the palette looks like. Super gorgeous. It has a lot of those kind of like cool tones in it, which is really fun, but then it also has this really pretty gold shade in it. Like, this is so gorgeous. I definitely want to use this today, but just look at that. Look at that. That is so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this light brown shade, and I'm gonna apply this to the crease. Shade right here, and I'm gonna put this on the outer area of the eye. This looks like a really nice like deeper brown shade, and it has a little hint of glitter in it, or I don't want, it's not like chunks of glitter, but it has a little bit of a luminosity to it, or shimmer I should say, maybe. Precise brush. Smaller brush, and I'm going to use this same dark brown color, and I'm going to apply this to the lower lash line. Take a fluffier brush, and I'm going to blend that out even more. want that to have a smoky type of look, and I don't want it to be a harsh line. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dip into this really pretty gold shade. And actually, when I was looking up close to the swatch, it actually kind of has almost like an orange hint to it. But I'm just gonna apply this all over the lid. Have a really nice pigment. I want to see if I can get a little bit more color payoff, so I'm actually gonna spray so I'm actually going to take some on my finger, and then I'm going to spray it with the Josh Rosework Hydrating Accelerator to see if adding that will give a little bit more shine to it, or make it a little bit more bold. It does look like that gave it a little bit more brightness to it. I feel like this is kind of a good look, or be a fun look for Thanksgiving. Just have that really like gold, yellow, orangey type of colors going on. I feel like that looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go back into that deeper brown shade. I'm gonna add a little bit more to the outer portion of the eye again. Actually, I want to go in with a little bit more precise of a brush and just add a little bit more to the outer portion of the eye. Have a bronzer from Honest Beauty, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a different bronzer. I'm going to use the contour shade in the Lily Lolo. This is the Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo. This is a really nice cool toned type of contour or bronze shade. Definitely use like a couple shades deeper in the foundation. They also do have luminizing powders. They do have a deeper shade that can work for a bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to a blush, and I have the Creme blush in the shade Rose Pink. This looks like a really gorgeous blush shade. Taking it on my fingers, and that is what it looks like. I'm just gonna do a little swatch for you so you guys can see what that looks like. Ooh, that is so pretty. Definitely use this as eyeshadow too, or on the lips. I feel like cream products just work really well as just multi-products. Like, you can definitely use them for different things. It just looks really pretty on the skin. I really like how cream blushes look on the skin. It just looks really nice and natural, just skin-like, and they give a nice like glow to the skin. Just make it look more youthful and just nice and just healthy. So I really like how that looks. Definitely want to play around with this more and use it on the eyes, use it on the lips, but I do have a lip product to use for you. But first I'm going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to use the mascara. And if you're curious for the eyebrows, we don't have an eyebrow product from them. I don't think that they have an eyebrow product, but I just used the 100% pure long last brows in the shade Taupe. I honestly don't have a whole lot of eyebrow products, so I've been using this one a lot. If you've seen my other videos, you have probably heard me or seen me use that product a lot, so that's what I used again today. So for the mascara, they do have a primer side, and this actually like really helps to like lengthen your eyelashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that now. Actually, let me curl my eyelashes first. Be able to see like how much this helps to lengthen. It looks a little funny before you put the mascara on because it kind of has that white color to it, but it helps to really lengthen that. Look at that. Alright, now onto the mascara. I already know very much what I think about this mascara. I'm being completely honest, it doesn't seem to work for my eyelashes. I've heard a lot of people that really like this mascara, but for some reason for me it doesn't seem to hold a curl, at least on my eyelashes, because it seems like after just a couple of minutes my eyelashes will go like just straight out. It doesn't hold the curl after curling them, but that's just my experience that I have had with it. It just doesn't seem to hold a curl, and I don't know if you can tell already, it kind of looks like the curl is going away, especially on this side. Like, look at that. You saw how it was up so much more before when I was using the primer. Now when I am putting on the mascara, after I put on the mascara, it just seems to take away that curl. And I have used this many times without the primer too, to see if that would make a difference, and it still just doesn't seem to hold the curl. So I just applied a little bit more, and actually I didn't go ahead and curl my eyelashes again, but it actually seems like the curl is kind of holding up a little bit. It seemed like that helped to bring those eyelashes up a little bit again. I do feel like it is looking a little bit clumpy, but I have had this mascara for a little while. I haven't had it for super long, but I have had it for a little while, probably over a month, so maybe that's why. The lip product that I got is there. This is the Tinted Lip Balm, and I have it in the shade Lychee Fruit, and this looks like a really gorgeous nude color, and I've heard that this feels really nice on the lips, really comfortable. Definitely very much feels like a nice lip balm, very moisturizing. And I really like that color. Like, this is a great everyday lip color, something you can just throw in your purse and just put it on super quickly without having to use a mirror. It feels really nice. It doesn't feel sticky. Just feels really, really nice, and I really, really like that color as well. All right, you guys, so this is the finished makeup look. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in seeing more green beauty content from me, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Other than that, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.